Hello and good morning. My name is Raul Delarme and I serve as the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer for Howard County Executive Dr. Calvin Ball. Thank you. Welcome to Troy Park at Elkridge for our special announcement regarding High School 14. Before we begin, I would like to recognize elected officials who are in attendance today. Our County Executive, Dr. Calvin Ball, Senator Clarence Lamb, Delegate Gabriel Marino, representing Delegate Jessica Feldmark's office, Audra Ozturk, former Delegate Vanessa Atterbury, Council Chair Christiana Rigby, Vice Chair, sorry, and representing Liz Walsh's office, Mary Latorti. Now, without further ado, please welcome our County Executive, Dr. Calvin Ball.
Thank you so much, Raul, and thank you for your years of service, not only working in your current role, but in our recreation and parks. And good morning, everyone, and welcome to Troy Park. Since becoming your Howard County Executive nearly 8 years ago, I've made education one of my highest priorities. Together, we have modernized school facilities, expanded classroom capacity, enhanced safety and technology, built new schools, introduced innovative academic programs, and strengthened support for our educators. Earlier this year, working directly with Superintendent Barnes, Chair Mallow, and Vice Chair Ricks, our entire Board of Education, we fully funded the school system's capital budget for the 5th year in a row. That means since 2022, before I sent my budget down to our county council, our schools got 100% of the capital funding that the Board of Education requested. In total, since taking office in December of 2018, we have directed more than $500 million in county funds to support school system capital needs, directly supporting the creation of approximately 2,000 seats in our schools. We make these investments because our schools represent some of the most important civic infrastructure in our county. Here in Elkridge, local schools such as Duckett's Lane, Elkridge Elementary, Hanover Hills, Thomas Viaduct, Rockburn, Deep Run, Elkridge Landing, and many others are cornerstones of our community. And while these schools are pillars of for our elementary and middle school students, we know that a permanent high school located in Elkridge is a key priority for our Elkridge residents. For many years, our Elkridge community has strongly advocated for a high school. During my first State of the County address as your county executive, approximately 2 months after taking office, I committed to delivering a location for High School 14 for this community. The greatest barrier to bringing this project into fruition has been the ability to secure more than 40 acres of land needed to accommodate a future high school in this community. In the fall of 2020, while we were still navigating the global pandemic, we announced that Troy Park was the most viable location for a future high school site. Troy Park offers several important advantages. The property is already owned by Howard County, eliminating the need for additional land acquisition. It ensures that county-owned land is leveraged to maximize benefits for both students and our broader community. And it provides a high school site within the Elkridge community, helping to meet the area's long-term educational needs. However, in the months after that announcement, we learned that the process to secure Troy Park as a high school site would be longer and even more challenging than we had previously hoped. Here at Troy, more than 24 acres of parkland was restricted from use by state parkland requirements. In order to truly make Troy Park a viable location, the county was required to offset the loss of dedicated parkland at Troy with new parkland in other parts of the Elkridge area. Through hard work and determination, we have successfully completed several major land acquisitions that add parkland to our Elkridge area, including the purchase of 21 acres at Camp Ilchester in 2022, the purchase of nearly 9 acres at Lawyers Hill 2024, and the purchase of approximately 25 acres in Elkridge in 2024 for the future Elkridge Community Center and Park project. With these acquisitions, we have now added more than 54 acres of new parkland serving the Elkridge community in the last 4 years alone. Importantly, the addition of this key parkland means that the county has successfully satisfied the program open space land conversion requirements necessary to support construction of a new high school here at Troy Park. During the last 6 months, we have been working closely with our state partners to advance and approve the state land conversion process, freeing up land here at Troy Park for a future high school. This process can take years to complete. Today, however, I'm pleased to announce that this work is now complete. Troy Park will be the future home of Howard County's next public high school. And next week, I will be submitting legislation to our county council to authorize the transfer of 48.6 acres at Troy Park to the Howard County Public School System for a future High School 14. This legislation reflects a major milestone. Once the land is transferred and secured in the school system land bank, this site will remain dedicated for the future High School 14. This important step will allow the Board of Education to incorporate High School 14 into the school system's long-range planning efforts and, when appropriate, moving this important project one step closer to reality. This is a major step forward for Elkridge, for our students, and for the future of public education in Howard County. I want to thank our amazing team at the Department of Recreation and Parks who worked tirelessly to secure more than 50 acres of new parkland in the Elkridge area to enable this conversion. Please give them a huge round of applause. The best Recreation and Parks team ever. Thank you. I also want to thank Superintendent Barnes, Chair Mallow, Vice Chair Ricks, and the entire Board of Education in their collaboration in this effort. And most importantly, I want to thank the Elkridge community. I want to thank the community for their continued advocacy and partnership during this comprehensive planning and development process. And while I was not expecting this journey to take this long, when I first made this promise to deliver a High School 14 for our community 8 years ago, I'm grateful that we can now celebrate this progress as we keep moving forward together. While the final timeline and funding prioritization for High School 14 remains with the Board of Education, this step to secure the land for High School 14 provides a meaningful path forward. We look forward to continuing our partnership with the Board of Education and our community as we work together to make High School 14 in Elkridge a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, County Executive Duvall, for your continued vision for High School 14. Please welcome our next speaker, Howard County Board of Education Vice Chair, Meg Ricks.
Right. Good morning. On behalf of the board, thank you to the County Executive Ball and his team, and thank you in advance to the County Council for approving this transfer. It has been a Herculean task to get to this point. Today is a day worthy of celebration. Having this site will allow us to meet the needs of the future rather than having to scramble to catch up. It is a benefit not just to Elkridge and the Route 1 communities, but to our entire school system and county. Now, if a genie had granted me my wish, we'd be having this press conference at the perfect site in District 1. But I will absolutely take having a piece of land in Elkridge, big enough for a high school, in our land bank all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Now, you know, we're not too far from that imaginary line, so maybe 2030, after the census, we can annex this to District 1. As an Elkridge resident for over 20 years, I'd be remiss if I didn't also thank the many community members who've advocated for a high school in Elkridge for decades. I want to thank those that served on the task force a few years ago, and all those who continue to advocate for our community and its needs. While preparing my remarks, I recalled a sentiment about people planting trees for the future beyond themselves. Looking it up, I found 2 different versions, but neither quite captured what I wanted to say, so I made my own. Those of us who have the honor and privilege of public service, either through elected office or through our participation in community advocacy, do our work in a finite window, and we hope our good works are a strong link in the continual chain of progress. May we always work to plant trees where they are needed for those we may not live to see. May we nourish and protect the young trees that are growing around us, and may we celebrate and preserve those mature trees that those who have come before us planted and enjoy their good fruits together. Thank you to all who do this work, and thank you all.
Thank you, Meg. Please welcome our last speaker, Howard County School System's Chief Operating Officer, Cornell Brown.
Good morning, and thank you for the invitation to participate today. I just would like to thank Chair Ricks for working with me over the last 1 year, 9 months, 28 days since I've been here, to really work with us on various operations initiatives, and you've just been great to work with, so thank you for that. As the Chief Operating Officer for the Howard County Public School System, one of my primary responsibilities is to look well into the future and ensure that our capital planning efforts position us to meet both the needs we see today and those we anticipate in the years ahead. I know I echo the sentiments of Superintendent Bill Barnes when I express my appreciation to County Executive Ball for his participation, for his partnership and commitment to long-term planning. His leadership has helped establish a shared vision and a strategy for responding to the growth and evolving needs of our community. We all know that Howard County continues to grow and change, and what I've learned, particularly here in the eastern part of the county, as that growth continues, it is essential that we remain flexible, use data to drive our decisions, and work collaboratively to determine what best serves our students, families, and residents. Our strong partnership between the county and the school system allows us to move beyond simply reacting to challenges and instead plan proactively for the future. This collaborative approach gives us a greater certainty, better information, and the ability to respond strategically to emerging needs. Securing this property for the future needs of our school system is an important investment, and we are grateful for the opportunity it provides. County Executive Ball, I'd just like to thank you personally for your effort, for the effort of your team, and I'm building relationships with your team every day, so I appreciate you for that. And I'd like to just say thank you for your forward-thinking leadership, and I just appreciate the opportunity to speak before you.
Thank you, Cornell. Actually, Cornell was not our last speaker. Please welcome our last speaker, District 3, Christiana Rigby, Council Vice Chair.
Yes, it is District 3. It's good to be with you, everyone. I'm Christiana Rigby, and I have the honor of representing District 3 on the Howard County Council. Vice Chair Ricks from the Board of Education made a slight mention to it, but what you may not know about Elkridge is that it does have 3 representatives. I come up to the bottom part. Right now we're in District 2, and then you go a little further and you're in District 1. One of the incredible things about that is that we have been aligned for Elkridge in this council. Collectively, we have pushed for community center and splash pad and civic campus and an expanded library and an expanded senior center and pedestrian connections to get to all of these. And this next step in setting a site, determining it, and transferring it to the Board of Education is a really momentous step in what we're creating and investing in here for Elkridge. And Rapid Ride, okay, I'll stop because there's a lot we put in and it's really exciting, but I won't take up all day. So all that to say, thank you to Dr. Ball and his team. Thank you to Mr. Brown and the school system, and thank you to everybody who had a part in making this happen. This over here is really boring bureaucracy, but it's also really essential so that way we can, get things done. So thank you all. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Christiana. This concludes this announcement, and I want to thank everyone who attended and who are watching online. Thank you.